What's going on, Aries? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Aries, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey, because it's your general energy weekly spread. Something like that. I'm gonna have to get maybe some people to maybe I'll make a band. Wouldn't that be something? But enough shenanigans. With this weekly spread, Aries, whenever you're happy to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. There's great energy all around here, Aries. So I'm going to be pulling a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we'll begin some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, oh, easy, I'm with it. These readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below. I finally got them updated, so definitely check that out if you're interested, Aries. But also down below, I'm going to include a link for some other readers that I like as well. I actually got an Aries that I need to throw in the mix there, so stay tuned for that. I'll be getting that hopefully updated by these next videos. But yeah, check them out. Just in case you want to just see, because I know I can bring that over-the-top energy sometimes. Maybe sometimes you want someone a little more chill, someone maybe bring a different type of heat. So check that out, Aries. Show them some love. Ooh. Ha! And here's another type of heat for you, because you got the third card of Leo's here. Well, which not too different. I'm bringing all this Leo energy. The Inventor card. So you're stuck with me. But with this energy, you got the Inventor is about innovation, imagination, creative, gadgets, technology, groundbreaking developments, okay to fail, do it again and again, inspired ideas, setting trends, mastermind, and modern era. And I don't know, Aries, if you got something cooking here, because the gadgets popped out to me, the groundbreaking developments, if you got any kind of things you've been kind of tinkering with for a while, I say get them started, and I feel like it's one thing to get them started, Aries, because I feel like with your sign, maybe could be, because I was just talking with someone who has a pretty strong Aries placement, and the tendency I feel like is to got that great follow through, or that great just get going, to start cranking, but then it's just to keep the thing going. It's once the passion's gone, it's just okay, bye. But it's just you got greatness that you're cooking up here, and I feel like that maybe with these gadgets, it's maybe this could be something where if we have just a lot of creative things we want to, that we have going, but this almost feels like you can for some of you, potentially even if you want to, monetize, I feel off of your ideas and things. I was just talking with a Sagittarius not too long ago about, I think there's something where you can sell your ideas or something along those lines, but it just seems like that maybe you've just been feeling, just kind of the ideas have just been kind of just pouring out here. I mean, because you do rule the head, Aries. I mean, being the first sign of the Zodiac. And I mean, you're wicked smart. I say everyone I see who has Aries placements, they do have this ability to just you can crank like nobody's business, and it just seems just kind of effortless to you. And so I feel really there's something here about really playing to those strengths, and the do it again and again pops up. So I feel that maybe for some, there's something here about if you've been in a really creative space, there's something about it's not just the starting up, but it's just the follow through, the fixed energy. Because because my sun signs in Cancer, and where cardinals, just on a base level, if you have a lot of cardinals in your cardinal energy in your placements, then yeah, as far as just getting the initiators, absolutely. But it's just if you notice a theme where you just we kind of got maybe 20 things started and they all have potential, but we're just sort of maybe a jack of all trades, which is not a problem, Aries, because you're wicked smart, but it's just something that maybe we can I feel like if you were to see these things a little bit further, you know what I mean? That, or even asking yourselves, just like if we haven't found an interest, it's just like it feels like that maybe there's a deeper connection that needs to be made, possibly for you to, you know, just like I feel like it's like setting trends, or like let's get some tarot on this. Let me get some details. Ooh, Aries, come on now. There you are. And coming out first. You see what I mean? Like, let me see what you got here. Okay, so we got the Five of Cups, the Emperor, the Page of Swords, and the King of Cups. And so maybe for some of us, maybe we've been, I don't know if you've been, it doesn't even feel like you've been disappointed with stuff. I feel like this is something where it's almost like we're just naturals at things. It's just like we don't, like the things that maybe you start up, maybe for some of you is just so commonplace that it's just kind of like, I don't know, it feels like that there's no, it almost seems like maybe we take these ideas and get them started up just to say we can, or it's a weird energy, Aries, because I feel that there's something here that maybe we may be searching for the thing that does bring us that, like, that full fulfillment here with the King of Cups, but it seems like that maybe this is something where other people have put ideas, presented them for you, and then you get them started up, and then you see where it's not like you're interested. It's just like we just kind of move on to something else, which it's almost saying like, and if that's the case, then maybe this is something where it's saying like, you know, we need to start following our own ideas possibly. Maybe we get caught up too much in maybe people see your potential and are just like, oh, Aries, you know, you're great with technology, why don't you do this? Or, oh, Aries, you're such a great artist, why don't you do this? Or, you know, you're a great business manager, why don't you do that? And it's just like, just because, I feel like it's almost like you may be thinking like, just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I want to do it. Like, it's just like, it was like a pet project, like a hobby or something along those lines. And I feel like maybe the energies are trying to get you more towards kind of like finding that passion, really setting some kind of stable foundation here, something that, and I don't feel like it's just like, I feel like get it to maybe in the place of just where it's standing. And this could possibly deal with maybe doing some collaboration possibly, but, or, let me get a little bit more on this, Aries. Let's see what's something else that's going on in here. And that one came out pretty hot. One of Leo's cards here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got here, Aries. Interesting. Ooh, speaking of, all right, all the cardinals are coming out to play. So you got Cancer, the Chariot, Libra, Justice. We got the Four of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and then the Ten of Swords here. And I almost feel like for some of you here that maybe just because the Ten of Swords is kind of a really kind of random piece, I feel like, in this mix. And I feel like that maybe for some of us, we may be starting up stuff or like kind of using these things maybe as distractions possibly. You know, maybe there's not this could be, because I'm getting more of just like a keeping it moving with the Chariot. Like there's something that we may be avoiding, or maybe there's just been a lot on your mind. Maybe you had like a situation that goes down. This could be maybe even like I don't know, maybe something in like maybe like childhood type of thing, or even like maybe even like a teenage type of energy or something where, yeah, it's interesting. It's just like let me get a little bit more on this Ten of Swords here, Aries. Interesting. So the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Six of Swords here. And it feels like that maybe there's something here that there's something that happened for some of you that I feel that we may be using these, it's like we're just kind of tinkering around just to do stuff, but I feel like there's no kind of real, just with the Justice card, it feels like there's no kind of rhyme or reason to this thing, and it might have to deal with maybe some kind of relationship that we've had, or something that's on your mind here. Maybe all this, if we have been in a state, maybe we have been doing a lot of starting up. And this doesn't even have to be maybe even with projects. This could be even starting up like maybe different partnerships and things like that. Or this could even be just relationships even, you know, with the Chariot being here, the Cancer's card. You were getting into Cancer season here soon. So a couple days here, Aries, I'm pumped. But just if that part's resonating with you, I feel like that maybe there's an energy here of just like with the Four of Swords, just kind of slowing down a little bit and maybe processing some of the stuff that's going on and maybe finding the root cause to maybe why we might just kind of be just sort of either just bouncing off things, or because I feel like it's one thing to be like prolific, but there's another where it's like, because it seems just some like a bunch of just sort of like you know, like you would find a bunch of just like kind of like half finished products in like a garage or something along those lines, or well, interesting energy here, Aries. But let's get some more let's get another oracle on the mix. Okay, thank you. Ooh, okay, Aries. Huh. So you got one of your cards, the 7th card of Aries, which is the Kerosene card. And with this card, this is a card of aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel, and hot. And this is interesting energy, Aries, that's coming through here. Like there's something, I'm not sure if it's something that's bubbling in you or what this is, but there seems like for some that maybe there's this energy of, we just been kind of maybe in our head a little bit. Like it seems like there's something that's kind of like building up. I'm not quite sure what this might be, Aries, but this could be something where maybe some of us may need to separate ourselves from a situation for a little bit. And not that I feel like there's anything like, it seems like being aware of coming in maybe with too much heat or something along those lines, or maybe we're keeping something bottled up here that we might need to potentially deal with. Like, I mean, just like, and what I mean by that is like, because you know you're in a judgment-free zone here, Aries, more so like finding, if we've been kind of just feeling like just ready to blow or something along those lines, I feel like that the energies are saying like, let's go somewhere where we can kind of create a safe space and just kind of be in your energy for a second. Allow that energy and not suppress that. Allow that energy to come out, whether we need to scream it out, do we need to dance it out, do we need to cry it out, whatever that's looking like, laugh it out. But there's something here that's just like, if we don't get eyes on this, I feel like that this could potentially kind of become just a lot hotter than I feel like things need to be. There could be, I'm not sure if there's been people maybe kind of like criticizing us as of late, or maybe we've been kind of harsh on ourselves, or it's very interesting energy here. And you know, your ruler is still in Leo until about the 11th of July. So maybe this is something where it could be just maybe like a lot of little things, maybe just kind of adding up, or in which if so, there's just something about just kind of dealing with this stuff and, you know, getting this these energies in balance here. But let's get some tarot on this. Interesting. So you have the 3 of Swords here, and then you have the 9 of Swords. And this is what I'm feeling, Aries. It's just like if we've had a lot on our head here with the 3 of Swords popping up, you know, because this can be a card of, you know, it feels like almost like we may be kind of going through the motions here. It's just like it started out, maybe we were upset about this thing, and now we've had a chance to kind of ruminate on it. And now it's like we potentially, maybe for some of us, it's starting to get us a little pissed off. But whatever this is, I feel like if we can't have a conversation with a person, then let's find another way to channel this thing. Maybe we need to go for a run, just any ways. And again, it's not, we're not suppressing this thing. It's just like any way that can help you feel this, or, you know, just so that King of Cups, he's a perfect balance of, he's emotional wisdom. He's a great combination of the head and the heart. And I feel like that it's once, he's the type that he's thrown on an ocean. And if he were to get caught up in every emotion that were, if you think of his emotions as the ocean, and if he were to get caught up in every emotion that came through, then he'd never come up from the sea. But it's just like almost like storm watching. You see what's happening, you know, you observe the situation, we don't attach to it, we don't feel, you know, it's neither good nor bad, it's just an energy. Whether this be anger, anger's neither good nor bad, it's like, it's trying to figure out, if that's one, for example, it's just trying to show you, if anything, anger's an indicator of what you want to change. You know what I mean? Justice. If something like, let's say, like, for example, you know, you hate injustice, then it's just like, what do we want to do about it? Do we want to maybe start like create like a peaceful protest? Do we want to start writing letters? Do we, you know, like, how does that look? But this feels like it's like we're trying to, you know, get to this place where we can observe these emotions that are coming up and then analyzing them and then let them go. Take them, apply them to the emperor that you are. You know, they're just all pieces of this one stable whole here, because the emperor, you know, he's number 4. And, you know, 4 is a number of stability. And so, and considering we got Libra here, if just something, if we're not feeling stable, if we're not feeling imbalanced, if something's not, if we're having troubles moving on, you know, whatever this is, I feel like, you know, we definitely want to get some eyes on that. Right? Let's see what else we got here. So we got 9 of Swords here. Oh, wow, and the Lovers. Because I was just thinking, you just racked up all of Gemini's cards, or at least you're getting all their major or their minor arcana cards here. But, you know, now why not get the major too? And it feels like that with the Lovers popping up here. There seems to be, it's almost like there's a disconnect, like an internal disconnect possibly. This could be maybe even like a relationship too. Maybe there's a thing with communication or something. But I'm feeling here, this may be for some of us, it may be more so kind of like an internal dialogue here. There's something about our foundation, you know, I feel with the 10 of Pentacles popping up that just doesn't seem sturdy. And, you know, Pentacles are dealing more with than just your finances and money. You know, this deals with your health, you know, where your mental state's at. You know, that's all embodied in your health, or your manifestation, material things. Like it encompasses a whole being, because in order to enjoy all this stuff, we need to be balanced, mind, body, and spirit. And so, something, you know, maybe, I mean, you know, this could be, I'm not sure, maybe this is some kind of ingrained habit, or just like some sort of thing that we just maybe don't have eyes on. But with the 8 of Swords being here, it's just like, I feel like whatever this habit or thing or whatever this is that we may be kind of going in a cycle with, just as we got in the cycle, we can get out of that. It's just some, and listen, it's not to say that you chose to stay stuck in it or anything along those lines, but it's just like sometimes these things are kind of sneaky, how they can kind of incorporate in our world here. But very interesting, Aries. Alrighty, let's get your last one here. Let's get some tea. Maybe some chamomile if we're thinking about it. Let's get one more card on the mix. All right, last little one here. All right, so we got the third card, Capricorn here, which is the crack shot card. And with this is a card of competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp tongue, witty, clear cut, dead on, intense, target, showdown, effective, impressive, accurate, skilled, excel, arrogant, and first class. And so, Aries. And listen, again, I cannot stress this enough, this is not a judge-free zone. But if we've been throwing around a lot of heat, and I mean, just because the sharp tongue kind of came out to me, just kind of popped out, and maybe we've been feeling a little more just, and I mean, this is, and I'm not even saying like just saying like the normal kind of generalization for Aries, because you always get that stigma that is just like, oh, Aries is aggressive energy, but it feels more than that, because Leo can be aggressive too. I got a bunch of it, like it could be just equally aggressive, but it seems that the energies that pop out to me are feeling a little out of character. It feels like that maybe it is coming on maybe a little bit harsher than maybe we're intending it to be, and there may be some other things that are some underlying stuff that's there that might be fueling that, because it's. It's very interesting, Aries. Let me get some tarot on this and get some more details. All right, more Libra here. Interesting. Okay. One of your cards here, and your hottest minor arcana card. So you got the Two of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and then the Queen of Swords here. And the energy here, Aries, it feels like that maybe things, it's like we've been, because it feels like that we know that something may be off, but it's like we're choosing not to deal with it, you know, or that it's just like it's, if it gets, it almost feels like that's something that if, whatever this pressure is, you know, that's kind of building up here, because there's a lot of heat that came through here. It seems like that if maybe we're in a place where it's just like we're feeling a pressure from somewhere, Aries. I'm not quite sure what this is, you know, but and maybe this is something where we've noticed that things are off, but we just been sort of in like a reactive state. And I feel like that there's a need to just kind of to slow down a little bit and pause and really to figure out what this is that's going on here, because it seems like that we feel like we're in a place where we're kind of stuck here, or yeah, let me get a little bit more on this, Aries, because maybe things have been just intense and we've just been kind of bearing the brunt and just people don't seem to get it, or last little bit here, Aries. Interesting. Okay, so we got the World, the Death card, and the Page of Pentacles here. Oh, and Aries, let's switch back over. Because if we've been in a place that we've been feeling kind of stuck, or just like it has been, we've noticed that maybe it's like maybe that others are, if it feels like that maybe others are saying that things have been different, or like it seems like you're not yourself or something along those lines. Because I feel like it doesn't seem like it's like a change that, or how I think I want to put this, Aries, it's just like, it's almost like that we're going through some sort of change right now, but it's like we got caught somewhere in the mix of that. Like there's something here that like maybe we started to get eyes on something, and maybe we got caught. Like I'm not sure. It was like we got stuck somewhere, or we're still maybe kind of wrestling with an idea. Maybe we're feeling like, I'm not sure what this is, but it's like something that's got like a grip, or and maybe we like, and that might be what it is. It's just like we know how whatever this thing is, we know that it does have its hooks in, and it's just like kind of like one of those things that it's just like it keeps getting you relit. You know what I mean? And we get caught in that, just like that heated cycle. But I think I'm gonna get out of that, Aries. But if any of that resonated with you, now I feel like this is a great energy to just maybe do some whatever meditation looks like for you. Maybe we need to go, maybe go out and maybe go shoot some guns, maybe, or go like target practice, like go to like a shooting range or something like that. Or maybe we're going to like because I feel like with your sign as well, with how much energy you do have, I feel like that it really benefits, and just fire signs in general, just making sure that they are keeping that heat going and that energy moving. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there, Aries. But if anything resonated with you, let me know. Give it a comment below, or we have something very, very interesting energy here, Aries. But share this, because maybe this is something, if we're not feeling this, maybe this is someone that we may know that's going through this energy, and we're not quite sure how to communicate this thing. If it's not you, definitely apply it as it resonates. And if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that bell button. You get notified when I have these videos each week. And then just a little app to think about. And again, if it's like a friend of yours or something, family member, maybe pass it along to them. But I've been on this meditation app for a number of years, Insight Timer, and I started a group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. You about invited every Zodiac here. But, oh yeah, you did. At least got almost half of them. But I created a group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration, and it's a group to post like positive affirmations, encouraging messages, things along those lines. And then as it grows, I can schedule like different group meditations and things, and just thinking about doing like, something like moving on, keeping it moving with the chariot, or, transformation 101 with the death card, something kind of cool like that, Aries. So definitely check that out. And then lastly, came out with one of Cancer's hottest cards here. Not that you need one, but I have another channel that's just like a Cancer exclusive. So if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, I'm on over to my other channel, the Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. It's we discuss the lunar. I don't think you got any lunar shenanigans, but it's still a good old time. And how that housekeeping, down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can so I can get you out of here. Look at you, invited another Zodiac to the mix, and you got lunar shenanigans. Look how effective you are, Aries. This is why I love your energy. But let's talk about the moon, because I feel like with this is Pisces energy. I'm gonna get your oracle card in a second, but you got all the water signs here, and it feels that maybe there's something that we're maybe not dealing with emotionally here, because that is very interesting now that's kind of popping out to me. But it seems like that because after the moon is the sun, and in order to get through to the sun, there's some dark stuff that we gotta deal with sometimes when we're traveling with the moon, because the moon's considered, which is always interesting, it's considered the darkest or the scariest card of the major arcanas, which is, it's always fascinating because it does lead you to that ultimate happiness. But the moon is also a card of illusions and things, and I feel like that there's been this, again, whatever this thing that may be having us hooked. It's like we've just been caught up in that narrative for a while, and we've made that like our belief or something along those lines. And I know it's something that we want to do, but it's just become so habitual that it's very interesting, Aries. But absolutely, and we've been talking about that the whole time. You got the eye card here for your oracle card, and this seems like something that we do need to get eyes on. Whatever this is, that is, because it's just going to keep you know, if we keep ignoring it, it's just going to keep blowing up, and eventually it's going to, you know, I feel like this is something where maybe it's still kind of small enough that we can still kind of do something with it, you know, but eventually, and it's not me trying to scare you, but it's just like we keep suppressing these things, not dealing with them. That's the quickest way to a tower moment. So, and I mean, that's your ruler. So, I mean, it's like, it's going to be one of those things. If you don't want to do the change yourself, then higher self is going to be like, okay. And you know what, you got it, Aries. It don't matter however it needs to go down. Know that you're gonna get it figured out at the end of the day because you're smart. You're intuitive. So you got this, and I'm with it. So you stay safe out there. All this heat. And raise your vibration through the roof, you know, or you know what, maybe let's bring our let's raise our vibration through the roof, but let's maybe bring the energy down a little bit. Let's calm it. Let's maybe light some incense, you know, maybe say things like that, Aries. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.